3 turns? Yeah, there are a lot of turns that are huge here, honestly. Seems like every single one matters a ton. Oh, goodness, I'm in the number 2 car. Well, I really need to get a top 5 then. I'm running the 2. This is going to be... I have not gotten K&N iRacing in a single race at Watkins Glen all week. But it seems like now maybe some of the better guys have gotten finishes that they're satisfied with. And without them out there to just sail off away from me, maybe I can get something good here. That's decent speed there. Picking it up off of 7. Exit to turn 8. Ooh, clipped the grass. Got it back under control, but that cost me some time going into turn 9 for sure. Oh yeah, they're running the boot in National Series this week. What's up, Graham? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Gonna try to rub a little road course magic on this thing and get a good race in at Watkins Glen. I've been working on this track all week because after last year's performances on the road courses, I was just embarrassed. It was so bad. So putting forth an effort this year. I really want to get better on the road courses in the stock cars. Gotcha. Is that why the Cup doesn't run the boot? I think it would be fun if the Cup cars did run the boot sometime, because I really like the boot, and it does seem to open up a little bit more passing opportunities per lap. At the same time, I really can't complain about the product on track that the Cup cars do here at Watkins Glen. It's a lot of fun every year to watch those guys run it. So here we go. Decent outlap, not great. Let's see where this ends up putting us. Not a great start to the lap. Picking up speed here as I go through the S's. That mistake on turn 1 cost me 4/10. Getting it back in the inner loop and hopefully through the carousel here. Down into what feels like a second carousel corner here, turn 5. Got on the brakes a little bit hard there. And I'm just, every corner seems like I'm losing just a little bit of time to my optimal. Decent through turn 7 though. That maybe picked up a little bit of time. Well, I think I gave some of it away on corner exit. Braking down into turn 8. Gonna try again to get a better exit here. Snappy loose. Turn 9. Braking. That was not good in turn 10. I just gave up a ton of time. Can't try to get all that back in turn 11. Just got to keep it consistent. This might still end up being, despite all those mistakes, my best lap at the track ever.
1 minute 59.
And it is a 1:59.5. So that's my fastest lap. No improvement. Well, I even did improve slightly through, I think, sector 2. My optimal's gotten just a little bit better as well. Let's see if we can get an even faster lap on this one. It's definitely possible. Even with the tires a little bit worn, there were enough places where I could have done it better if I just get the corners connected better. This was one of them where I lost time last lap, and I'm losing time in the same way. Just did that same little over brake, slide wide. Not getting it good through turn 7. Here we go, turn 8. Let's see if we can connect this together for a decent finish of the lap. Down into first gear. Everything's looking okay right now, though. This isn't going to be faster than my previous lap, but both of these should be under the 2-minute mark, which is really good for me. Say a 1. Yeah. 1:59.998. So after a whole week of not... Thanks, Tails. Good luck, guys. Take it easy on the outlap so you don't overheat the tires. That's good. That's good advice. I was just kind of going. So Marc Villeneuve has this thing in the bag, but looks like I've got second place lined up from qualifying, so that's good. Also haven't incurred a single incident point yet, which is nice. It's always good when you get through practice and qualifying and you're gaining safety rating on those sessions rather than losing them. Tails, what number are you in this field? Yeah, I'll be saving the tires, saving fuel where I can as well, because my strategy is always to make this a no-stop race rather than a one-stopper. Now, there are some people who do the one-stop strategy. You're starting in the back. Alrighty. Well, good luck to you, man. Hope it goes well. I'm gonna try to, like I said, this is where I'm. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I've been working all week on this thing, so the lap times have come down a lot. I think I was running 202s and 203s at the start of the week, so I've gained about 3, maybe 4 seconds off my lap time.
1 to go.
All right, starting
Right
third,
side on the restart.
Duncan Smith
No,
ran a
no,
159.13. So he pulled out a quicker second lap because I saw him. He was behind me.
All right, good luck, John. That's nice lap, bro.
Thanks, Jason. Good luck to you too, man. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, all. It's going to be a long one here.
It is a long one. I just want a top 5. I've been trying so hard to get a top 5 this week.
But I'm going to try.
Every track. So pulling out a top 5 here would be pretty awesome. Because this is definitely the track I put the most work into this week.
Oh, God, I think we have to pit.
All right, JD Smoke. Enjoyed Jumanji. That's a fun movie. Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. For those of you guys who don't currently follow me, please consider dropping a follow. Every little bit helps the stream out. And yeah, if you don't subscribe on Twitch, hop over to Twitch, or if you don't subscribe on YouTube, hop over to YouTube. Click the subscribe button there as well. That's where my entire race archive is. So, sitting here on grid waiting for the track to go green. About 15 seconds. We're still waiting for someone to grid up. And someone's wasting fuel back there. I don't know why. You'll watch me doing my line. I'm going to be super conservative here as we roll out through the pace lap. I'll probably be pretty conservative on my braking into turn 1 as well. Don't want to get run over. That's the delicate balance that you have in turn 1 here, is you don't want to get run over, but you don't want to run over anyone either.
Behind the 6.
So 4th gear. And I'm coasting now.
Start blinking, tell him, yeah.
Okay.
So this is going to be a 25 lap race at Watkins Glen, and it's the boot version of the Glen, so lap times in the 2-minute range. Full race will take about 50 minutes. And we'll see. Right now, as competitive as my start position is here, this could maybe be some pretty intense racing. A lot of times as the race goes on, things kind of string out, and you don't get a whole lot of close battles towards the end of the race, but you never know. Sometimes you end up getting someone who's running comparable lap times to what you're running, and you can battle it out the whole race. Haven't really had that happen yet. Usually when you get into a battle, it ends up being, one or both of you ends up making mistakes. Just got to be patient and remember that it is a very long race, and just not drive over my head. That was the big mistakes that I was making yesterday, was just got a little bit in over my head on a couple corners, trying to give it too much gas coming off. And those mistakes are costly. You make one mistake like that, you'll spend the whole race trying to make up for it and never get back to where you were. So,
We start behind the 6.
starting behind the 6, Marc Villeneuve2. I am sure that he is normally a road racer rather than an oval racer, especially given the 157 that he threw down there. I would expect that he will just kind of pull away and leave us in the dust.
All right, buddy. Line up behind the 6.
But you never know how it's going to work out. He could
Get behind the 6.
get way out in front, or he could toss it off and be done with it early. So here we go, third gear. Gonna get down to second gear for the start. Roll through turn 11.
Ready to go.
And hopefully I'll be in third when we come out of turn 1. That's what I'd like to see. There's the start.
Green flag, green flag.
Might even be in second as we exit turn 1 here. Oh, goodness me. Did that really just happen?
Holy shit, that was great.
Someone just came blitzing the turn 1 and wrecked a whole bunch of people. That's kind of cleaned them out behind me. I'm in second. 1 second behind the leader. I'm just going to try to follow him and see if I can learn something. Follow his line all the way around the track for as long as I can. There we go, third gear, braking, second. That was where I was making my mistakes in qualifying. I would have had a better qualifying lap if I had done that correctly.
Nice paint job, 7.
Takes an interesting line through there. Well, here we go. Got 25 laps of this. If I make it mistake-free and can stay with this guy, that would be pretty cool. But a little bit faster through there, and that's probably, honestly, what's going to separate us is that he's got more confidence and more consistency in his road racing ability than I do. So I'm making mistakes on braking points, making mistakes on picking up the throttle at the wrong time.
Internet.
Trying to stick with him though. He got a much better exit off of 11 there. That's lap 1 complete.
2 minute 4.
Braking.
4:04. Sit, Babby. You just keep concentrating every lap, bud. Don't mess up. Sit, my man, you put it
If
off.
he does mess up, then I'll have the position. Here we go. Quicker through the S's than I am for sure. I'm in 4th gear. Looking for my braking points as we go down into the inner loop. Love this part of the track. It's a really neat technical part. Always fun watching the Cup guys go through there too. The camera angles that they put on that are perfect. Here we go. Braking again. A little bit of a slide through there. Turn 5, turn 6, now into turn 7. Up the hill towards turn 8. Braking. Off turn 8. Towards turn 9. Braking again. Yeah, I love the way that the left tires come up off the ground. I haven't actually looked to see if that's what it looks like in this game when I'm doing it. But I love those shots. So messed up a little bit, turn 10 there. And he is kind of like I expected. He was about a second quicker, or 2 seconds quicker than me in qualifying. And he's just kind of clicking off lap times that are a little bit faster than me. I might gain a 10th in one corner, and he gains 3/10 back in the next. But that's okay. This is where I'm at right now with my road course ability. Hopefully I can run consistently enough to just hold on to second place. That would be a great finish for me, considering how the week has gone. Down into the inner loop again. Through the carousel, turn 5. Picking up the throttle and gunning it towards turn 6. Down into second gear, another carousel. Rolling right like that. Taking care of my tires as best I can. Up to third. On the brakes, second, first. Holding it on the patch of new concrete. I like to dip it a little bit low coming off of 7. Gotta make sure that I don't give it too much gas while I've got wheel in it. And it seems like that may not be the best line, but that's kind of the line that I've been using. Same with turn 8. Just trying to get the goal with that is to try to get a straighter shot off the corner. But it seems like I'm losing time to everyone with that line, so maybe I should try something a little bit different. Turn 9 was decent there. So hard, it's so tempting to just watch those numbers after every corner. And you see, oh, I gained there, I lost there. And you just get mesmerized by that. Really need to focus more on just driving my line.
1.827.
And not worry so much about the turn-by-turn numbers. At this point, I know how to drive fast, and I shouldn't be worried about what's behind me and the guy that's in front of me is running away. I need to run my race and just focus on that. Got my foot in it pretty well. Heading down towards the inner loop. My braking point is usually right after I pass that 600 sign. Let the car roll out and then try to roll through the center there. Picking up the gas off. Back down to second gear for turn 6. Left-hander. Picking up the gas again coming off. Turn 7, braking. Again, picking up the throttle. Looks like the 9 car is gaining on me relatively quickly here. It's going to make it he might make this interesting, but we'll see. He's using up his tires. Maybe his lap times will fall off. If he's pushing too hard, maybe he'll go off the track. Looks like he did make a bit of a mistake and he lost all that time that he had gained on me. And that's the thing that will be most frustrating. Is you work on a guy, you're like, okay, I put several corners together, I gained 0.6 of a second. And then one corner you throw it all away and you're like, ugh. All that work that I just did is gone. And you got to start doing it again. Picked up the throttle there pretty well. Down into the S's. Lift a little bit and then get it straightened up. That was pretty good through there. Much better than how I was doing the S's at the start of the week. That's one of the places where I've gained a substantial amount of time on my lap time. The inner loop, now the carousel. Probably shouldn't get it all the way down there. That's an indication that my mid-corner speed is too slow if I'm touching the rumble strips. I want to be where I'm running right to the yellow line, but not inside of it. A little bit of a mistake in turn 7 with my braking there, but getting the acceleration off. That 9 car continues to gain. He's going to be looming large in my mirror momentarily. If this continues. Shifting down again, turn 9. Rolling, 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 and back on the throttle. Mr. Villeneuve there is just flying, absolutely obliterating all the rest of the competition.
0.052.
Road course ringer coming in here to pick up a win. I would bet money on that. And he's doing it. I just wish that the road course guys would just once run an oval track so that us oval guys could pop over into their world and go take wins away from them on something. That would be fun. Yeah, 25 laps is a pretty long race, especially for what this series usually runs. How's it going, Street Boss 24? Welcome to the stream. Third gear, down to second again. Turn 6, rolling it, and picking up the throttle off. Braking down into turn 7. Again, picking up the throttle off. It gotta be so easy when when you're in first gear coming off of these corners. You're super delicate with the throttle. It's like, oh my goodness. You're afraid to touch it because too much and you will spin the car out so quick. And it really does snap around. You've been running A-Fixed all week? Yeah, I got my 4 A-Fixed races logged. I think my first one was actually the best points finish that I had, the one that I ran on Tuesday. How'd your A-Fix races go? Pretty well, I hope. Back up to third. Now Alfred's closing the gap as well.
Minute 1.955.
So I do have a little bit of pressure behind me. Nothing that'll threaten the top 5 right now, but I would like to get this second place. Even though I'm in the number 2, so the strength of field can't be too high. I feel like a second place in this race should still net me some good points. It is fun driving this track. We're 6 laps down, coming to complete lap 7. That's what, about a quarter of the way through the race. 25 laps on this circuit is a long race. Oh, nice. Yeah, I only had 1 wreck too. That ended up being a pretty bad finish. My main problem that I've had at Auto Club this week is that I just don't have short run speed. I've been good on the long runs. Short run speed just hasn't been there. So my qualifying times have been terrible. And with as short of the races are, that's kind of killed it for me because I spend my whole race just trying to get up where I feel like with the guys who are running comparable speeds to me. It's just, and it's so hard to pass. So with only a 35 lapper in the A-Fixed, it's really hard to make up for, like a 15th place starting spot or something like that. So I've not had a single top 5 all week in any series. Still haven't run the trucks. I'm planning on running the truck race after this race completes. Fourth gear. Braking again, down to the inner loop. I gotta start cutting the inner loop a little bit more aggressively because I feel like I'm giving up some time to these guys on that, and that's one where I can definitely gain time there. If they're faster than me in other parts of the track, I need to be faster than them where I can gain time. That was a bad corner. But I didn't lose it too much there. Getting used to just letting the car roll through those corners. You want to let the car roll because if you're not on the pedals, then all of your front tire grip can go into turning the car, which is super important in these tight corners in the back section of the course. These guys are gaining on me ever so slowly. Just steadily have been reeling me in. So I need to get up on the wheel a little bit and drive a little bit faster than what I've been doing. Been, taking things somewhat cautiously. It's lap 8 now completed.
2 minutes 1.801.
Yep. The 9 car goes off. That did me a little bit of a favor there. Looks like the 1 might have lifted to let him in. So some of that pressure that I was feeling out back now is gone. Third, second. Cut the inner loop decently. Try to pick up speed coming off. Roll through 5. Roll, roll, roll. There's the gas. The 6 is busted out to a 12.7 second lead. And if I was running his lap times, I would have no trouble with second and with holding on to second place. Braking again. Turn 9. Slid a bit wide on exit there, but that was a decent corner. Braking now, let it roll. Pick up the gas coming off at turn 10. Clip the rumble strip, clip the grass a little bit. Whew. This is intense.
2 minutes 1.577.
Still running 201s in the race here now with 10 lap tires.
All good for a second.
Oh boy. I hate it when the thing gets twitchy through the S curves. That really makes me nervous. Cutting that inner loop as best I can, just trying to, manage that gap. If I can get pulled away from those guys, that would be awesome. Really just, no real pressure right now on my rear end, so I'm just running my line. Completing lap 10 of 25. The goal here, put a whole race together and try to secure the best finish that I can get.
Bring it real tight.
Just caught a glimpse of those guys in my little side view mirror there as I was braking down into that corner. Braking again, off the brake, let it roll, pick up the gas firmly and with authority. I mean, pick it up gradually and easily like there's an egg under the throttle. Hey there, how's it going, guys?
2 minutes 3.2.
Awesome, Mia. Welcome. I'm not sure why they made this race the boot, but I'm glad that they did. G'day, g'day. How's it going? Sorry if I'm not able to retread as much. I've got a lot on my hands with trying to navigate this course and run some fast times to try to hold on to the second spot that I've got going right now. But I will try to keep up with what's going on in chat as much as possible. It is a balancing act, of course. If you guys are new to the stream and have not already followed, please consider dropping a follow. And if you see the... Thanks. I always like compliments for the beard. Those are always welcome. Ooh, that was bad. I shifted down into first at a corner that I normally take in second. That's why I need to focus more on my driving. Now I've got the one car of Alfred Terra just right on my tail. I did not want that. I was doing okay with keeping these guys at bay. Now I gotta push, push, push.
Right side. Go there. Clear.
Held it for now. Don't know how long that's gonna last. Part of the thing, hey Street Boss, thanks for the follow, man. Alright, part of the deal with the me running in front of them is they can size me up. They got all the time in the world to watch my line. So that's 11 laps complete, and I am still holding on to second place as it stands right now. Come on. Get up on the wheel and pull back away from these guys. Six is 17, 18 seconds ahead. He's gone. This is the race right here, is with all the oval guys racing each other. Six is a road course ringer. He's not part of this championship. Here we go. Boom. And pick up the throttle coming off of the carousel. Braking again. This time, don't shift down into first like I did on the last lap. Easy does it on the exit. And down into turn 7. He dives it in there low. I'm going to try to beat him coming off the corner, though. And continue to pull away.
Have a slow one in front of you. Car off the track on the left. Keep going, keep going.
Big trouble for the 15 there. That's too bad. Already not having a great race, and that's not going to help it anymore. There we go. Managed to chain together decent sections on this lap. My previous one was not a good lap. That was a 2:04. This one should be substantially quicker than that. Last corner. Completing lap 12, got 13 to go.
minute 2.40.
So that's a 2:02. Lap times are definitely getting slower as the tires wear out. Just trying to keep this thing together through the duration of the race. And I'm not even going to look at my fuel consumption. I don't want to know what it is. I'm just hoping that it's not an issue. I short sift a couple places. Should be good. I am an oval guy. My road iRating is like 13 something. It's not good. I've done a handful of road course races in my career, but I really do focus predominantly on the oval stuff. So this is definitely outside of my comfort zone, but I'm having a lot of fun with it this week. I really like driving these cars on the road course. It's a lot of fun. No, thank you. I'm not going to give you that inside line that you want. I'm going to take advantage coming off the corner. Looks like Mark might have had a little bit of an off track. I gained a couple seconds on him. The boot section's really fun. I really do like that. I'm gonna miss running that when the next time I come back here will probably be in the Cup car, and we won't run the boot. So I will miss that. Here we go. Picking up the gas. That's 13 down, so 12 to go.
2 minute 2.179.
Race is more than half complete now. Trying to hold on to the second spot. This will be an exciting one all the way through. Decent exit there. Get it slowed down for turn 6. Roll it and pick up the gas off. Turn 7, braking. Get that downshift correctly. And gets a little bit squirrely on the downshift, always makes me nervous. And here we go. Third gear, braking again, second, first. Pulling away off the corner exit. Braking again. Up to second gear. Braking, roll, 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 pick up the throttle. Braking again for turn 11. Roll, 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 and pick up the throttle. I need that good exit for this long straightaway. He's got a little bit of a toe on me. Got to make sure that I don't give up too much under braking going into turn 1. Kept him behind me for... Whoa. Oh no.
Right side. Still there. Still there.
I can't just yield to him on this.
Right side. Still there.
Now the 9 cars through as well. Dang it, I lost both those spots.
Still there. Clear.
All race made one mistake and I lost both these positions. Now I got to get back on it and try to get them back. Making the 9 feel uncomfortable. Trying to find room to get through here. Different look than I've had all race. I've been out in front of these guys for a while. Now I'm behind him and Alfred's pulling away a little bit. Can't let him get away. Got to stay right and buttoned up on these guys and hope that they make a mistake and allow me to get back by them. Still in 4th, so this is still a good race, but I want those points for the 2nd place finish. 9 car really slideways coming off the corner there. Another lap complete.
5.077. 10 laps to go.
Just made that mistake last lap, getting on the throttle in 1st gear, coming out of turn 1. A little bit slow through turn 3 in the S's. Lost a little bit of time there. See if I can get it back braking for the inner loop. Or maybe rolling the carousel, turn 5. Connected up on the exit. Sticking right there with these guys. I mean, they were running a little bit faster lap times than me when they were behind me. Now I gotta see if I can put it together and not let them get away here. Hope that they make another mistake that allows me to get back by them. They're not immune to making mistakes. They are, after all, human. What would even be better is if they didn't make a mistake, if I were to just drive, find a better line than them and just drive up and catch and pass them. But I'm slipping a little bit. Lost about a half second.
2 minutes.
You know, it's just a handful of tenths of a second a lap. But it makes all the difference. Another few tenths through the S's. Alfred's really getting through there cleanly now. Just make the bus stop as short as possible. Slid a bit wide in the carousel. Braking again for turn 6. Watching that 9 car run a little bit wide. Ran a little bit wide myself through there. This lap is not helping. I'm just losing time. Now I've got the 7 car working on me. Ooh. The 1 had trouble. The 9 is through into 2nd place. He lost a little bit of grip. And just with that, one mistake, new life. He's loose again. Here we go, completing lap 17. Braking.
0.854.
First gear over the strips. Take it a little bit slower through there. I want to be able to get to full throttle better through turn 3. This is a 4-car battle for second place right now. And that, oh!
Your eyes open. Keep going, keep going.
He's stuffed it into the barrier, so that eliminates the 9 car from this little fight that we've been having. Now it is a 3-car battle for second. That's too bad for him. And the 7 actually out-qualified all of us, the cars that are in this fight. He was the fastest in qualifying, and he's run us down from a good ways back. Alfred's got 1.2 seconds on me. Now it's 1.4 as I messed up turn 8 a little bit. He got through there a little bit better than I did. Turn 9. Got to get to the gas. Got that a little bit better than him. Turn 10 turning in. Well, connected those corners a little bit better. Managed to pull away from the 7 and gain a little bit on the 1.
3.952. That's it, let's get him.
Better's through 1. That was where I had my crucial mistake where I gave up the spot. Ooh, that didn't look good for him. He's a little bit offline. I didn't connect it as well as I could have either. Locked up the fronts a bit there. Looks like he might really be struggling with his tires now. The grip could be going away. Six tenths. Seven tenths. It's amazing watching that gap grow, shrink. Hope you guys are enjoying this because I'm having a lot of fun with it right now. It's that kind of, all race battle that I've been hoping to have, and for for a good finish too, for a decent position. All right.
2 minutes 3.191.
We're running almost identical lap times now. Don't think I'm close enough to get the toe that I need down this straight. Breaking into the inner loop. That's where I'm gaining some time. the according effect is I gain on him and the 7 gains on me. And then we stretch back out. And then we'll accordion back in again. All 3 of us are just on the edge as much as we can be. Shout out to Mike Seal. He's a mod on the stream. He's running 6th place in that number 4 car. Oop, that was a mistake. Missed it a bit there. Missed it a bit there too. That's allowing the 1 to get a little bit quicker lap this time than I did. About 4/10 quicker. I'm trying. Here we go.
Minute 2.
Braking again.
5, 6. 5 laps to go this time.
5 laps. I'm trying to keep him on as best I can. Made a little bit of a mistake there, kind of curb hopped it a little bit. Don't want to do that in the S's. It's too much speed. You really don't want to upset the car. That gave another 3/10 to Alfred. Seven cars all over my rear bumper now. He's keeping me honest rather than the other way around. My goodness. Gave up a ton of time.
Left side. Still there.
He's on the outside, but he's not got the preferred line going into this
Still
corner.
there. Clear.
Yep. Tried too hard to get me on the outside there, and he lost a ton of time. Yeah, that's very true. Our tires are all pretty terrible. Braking here, down into first gear, sliding wide.
That's number 3.
All right, 2.7 now the gap. Please don't tell me that I'm light on fuel. I'm gonna have to flip that over here and see. 5.7 laps. And I've got 4 laps to go, so that works. Yeah, I definitely gave him room.
2 minute 4.
Nothing I did there.
3 7.
All right, it's a 3-second gap now up to Alfred. I've definitely been losing time. I need to get back. As you guys said, keep him honest. Just don't let him cruise. I need to get him back so that he's pushing again. And that's how I'm going to do it. Good speed through the inner loop. Good speed through the carousel. I just need him to make one mistake. You can actually see the leaders as they're going down. Over on the other side of the track, that was a big mistake on my part. Just ran wide coming off of turn 6. My first incident point of the race. Got to keep that 7 back. .7 now the gap. Alfred will know that I made a mistake. He'll be watching that time. Turn 11's actually been a spot where I feel like I've gained on him some in this race. Not so much there, maybe a 10th. All right, and
Minute 4.567.
laps are down in the 204s. He's still holding it at 4.3. Gotta get to full throttle. There we go. But he was able to get there quicker. Braking. Second gear. Clip. Clip again. Skate it. Pick up the gas and try to fight the thing off the corner. It'll be 2 laps to go when we get back there. Second place is Alfred's at this point unless he makes a mistake and throws it away, which I doubt he'll do. He's a pretty good racer. He's not going to do that. Down into first gear. Let the thing roll. Picking up the gas as I straighten coming off the corner. Duncan's a second back as we come to 2 laps to go. That's really the battle right now. We're probably the closest position battle on the track.
Two more.
2 laps left. I don't even think that our fearless leader in the 6 would be able to pull 5 seconds on Alfred in 2 laps. Here we go.
2 minutes.
Breaking down into 1.
3, 1.
I gave up a lot of time through that section, so that brought the 7 right to my bumper. 2 laps. 2 laps, I've got to hold him off. And he's got 2 laps to think about where he's going to pick his spot to try to make a move. Looks like he ran wide a little bit there. Oh goodness, the tires are just dead. The tires are so gone. Another low speed corner. Getting good drive off. Oh, I do want the podium. That would be a great way to finish out the week here at Watkins Glen. As badly as it's all gone in some of these races. That let him get right to my rear bumper.
White flag, white flag.
Last lap.
Bring it in and pit this time. Get it going
I
now,
will
guys.
not
Get
pit
it
this
bumping
time.
now. Man up.
Got 1 lap to go. Fuel's almost on empty. Tires are shot. 1 last lap.
2 minute 4.478.
Through the S's. Pretty decently. Braking now. 3rd gear. 2nd gear. Hold it for the inner loop. Boom. That's decently done. Run it out. Try to hold it through the carousel. Turn 5. There's my exit. Braking down into turn 6. Hold this left-hander. That's better than I've done it the last few laps. Didn't give up any time there. Third gear. Braking again. Turn 7, the hairpin. Run it low and get a good straight drive off. Second gear. Third. Get ready for my braking zone in turn 8. Hard on the brakes again. Maybe too hard. Drifted wide a little bit, but I held it.
After that lap with Mark today.
Turn 9. Here we go, 2 corners to go.
That fuel is short.
One final corner and I can get a podium here.
Thank you. I had to slow down, conserve fuel. We didn't know if I had enough to finish.
Third place. I'll take that. Nice race, guys. Alfred, Duncan, that was fun.
Checker.
Christopher.
Yeah, it was fun, John. Good run, guy.
Oh boy, put the ass whooping on him.
Good win, Mark. Whew.
Thank you. Gonna go watch myself on YouTube then.
Yep. Last lap does count for safety ratings, so I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, this one will be on YouTube, so if, you know, that was a good battle, guys. If you guys want to check that out, I'll definitely put this one up for sure. Had 0.8 gallons, so a little over a lap left.
Been watching your videos. Just subscribed to your YouTube 2 weeks ago.
Oh, cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Were you the one who was putting some comments on there on how to run this place better?
No, I didn't catch the stream. I just watched the YouTubes.
Gotcha. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for the kind words. Glad you guys enjoy it. So bring it back around. Got enough fuel left for the cool down lap. Yeah, but honestly, Duke, in this race, some folks were saying that they were running out. So, if you're too aggressive on it and you use too much fuel, it is possible to run out in this race. So, I'm just going to pull it back around here and park it in the pits.
Good.
Very happy to get a podium. That's my first top 5 all week. First top 5 in a road course. Yeah, Mike, good job, man. I saw you finish 6th. Nicely done. I'm just swinging it around here so I can maximize the amount of safety rating that I get. I only put one wheel off track the whole race, so only one incident point. That was pretty good. Yeah, the leader, but the leader was fastest, but there are guys who have run faster than him. So there are some guys who swear that, you know, you can pit and that the pitting and getting tires is actually faster.
I wish I could tell you,
too
buddy.
far to the right.
Really, for life, we don't know.
Fine, I will. That's right. The Glen, you really need to line it up over to the left. Anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was a road course ringer. So that's it. 3rd place on the podium. I'll take that. Thank you for watching. If you don't follow on Twitch already, please do so. Go ahead over to the YouTube channel and subscribe there.